This podcast is rated R for restricted. Under 17 requires accompanying parent or adult guardian.
Mission 250.
Welcome to the Mission 250 Filmcast, where we are watching the best movies ever made, according to IMDb. Our website is mission250filmcast.com. The list is frozen there, and you can see what movies are coming up next, even though these days we're doing a bonus episode every episode, and from the looks of it, we'll be doing so for the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, right?
By anyone's best guess.
Right. It's a big bonus.
Yeah, which is kind of nice, though. It's like a plus. We get to watch a couple current movies, free streaming.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about it, though, because I think I was actually scheduled. The mail-in service at Netflix is ending in 2021, and I think all these bonus episodes are going to push us out past that. So
it's really no way. It's ending. Like,
it's
just
ending.
That's it.
Yeah.
No more.
I mean, God forbid. How about? I mean, you can. They have to figure something else out so you can still get the bonus shit.
I'll have to
right?
buy
just
it.
rent more. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or rent.
Well, I mean, renting isn't as good because you don't get the special features, which I love.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
You're
yeah, but they
screwed.
might have to fix that. That's what I'm saying. They might have to fix that.
Yeah.
Maybe by then we'll have we can crowdfund it a little for you, Denny.
And I think, too, like the PlayStation 5 is coming out this year, and it's coming with a 4K Blu-ray player. So, like the 4K Blu-ray format, it's going to grow at the very least. I don't know if it's going to explode, but like
Right.
people don't have that player now because there's only
That's
a
an
few on the
excuse
market.
to re-release all the classic things.
Right. And they're
So
doing that
maybe,
slowly
yeah.
now. Like I own
Yep.
a lot of those, but I had to buy like this stupid standalone thing that is really a shitty piece of hardware because, I don't know, they're not taking the format seriously, but maybe, Sony's going to do a good job because the freaking PlayStation 4, I'll tell you, TC can back me up. It's a good piece of hardware.
I love it.
It's good shit.
I'm gonna be playing it right after this.
Yes. So will I.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was like, tonight's non. Besides this one tall boy, I'm just gonna try and take it easy for once, and video games fill the void for that. You know,
they're good.
they really do.
Nice and relaxing. Unless you're playing Last of Us 2. But what are we talking about here?
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know. What, are we watching a movie
We're
or
watching
what?
a
We just
movie.
just
Yeah.
hanging,
We're
just
We're
talking.
watching Quentin Tarantino's very first movie, Reservoir Dogs, which was made in 1992. The synopsis is
Wait a minute. Yeah, was it his very first movie?
It was his very
first.
first movie.
I thought, well, in terms of the first movie he directed?
What else would there be?
Okay, go on. Let me look up.
I'm confused in what you're trying to get at here.
Daddy.
I mean,
You got to get on this webcam thing, man. I love seeing John's reactions of just like, yep, okay, Daddy. You know,
I have you guys behind my shit
I'm
because
just
I don't
gonna
want
go
to
ahead
see
and,
John's face as he's
I'm just going to go ahead and look this up for you, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a smirk on his face.
If this isn't Quentin Tarantino's first movie, I'm going to be surprised. I have to look it up now, too.
I mean,
He has this
It's
thing
not
called...
how much
He
to
was
this movie, but
directing, writing, and starring
writing.
in the black and white My Best Friend's Birthday, which was a lost amateur short film.
Okay.
I don't know if it counts. Like right?
I don't
Was
think it
there
counts.
as much blood as this one?
No, I don't think so.
So to jump into
He
trivia, just to
impersonated-
correct
oh
myself.
my God. Wait a minute. This is like from Wikipedia. Sorry, we're jumping into trivia here, but he impersonated a musician, Elvis Presley, in a small role in the sitcom The Golden Girls in 1988.
look at
Did he
him.
direct
He's
that
been-
Golden Girls episode, though, John? I don't think so.
No, but that was his career. His act.
No, but that's when he wrote the thing with all the blood.
That's kind of
He was like, I
amazing.
can't fucking handle
And
this.
he briefly appeared in Eddie Presley, which was a 1992 film, and then
Hey,
as
he's
an
a
independent
Hollywood
filmmaker.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so reading up on the history, since we're getting into this trivia now so I can defend myself, he was working at a rental movie, what do you even call them anymore? Like VHS store. Fucking Blockbuster, but local.
Yeah, he worked at
Oh, wow.
a video store.
Video store, there you go.
Denny. We called him a
Jeez.
video
There you go.
store.
Jeez, those things went away
the
when I was quite young.
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
We had a
Well,
really
not
good one
that
in my
young.
hometown. He used to rent me R-rated movies when I was 12. Nice guy, that guy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey.
You enjoy yourself there, buddy.
Hey.
You want me to come over?
Right. Yeah.
Explain some things to you. If you got any questions, you let me know.
Yeah. No, that's a snake.
But Tarantino was working in a movie store, and he wrote this script and was prepared to make it for $30,000 of his own money, like $30,000 of his own money. He was going to make it, and we can talk about how that budget grew. But I mean, I wouldn't consider, because I assume The Best Friend's Birthday was made for less than $30,000.
Right.
I'm not sure
I
that
don't know if
counts
I've
as a
seen
movie.
that one.
No, that's
I've
fair.
never heard
I know. That's all fair.
Never heard of it. Okay, so I'm not the only one.
I mean, it has a 5.7 with 3,000 votes on IMDb.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, he
someone's
did-
watched it.
Somebody has, yeah. Maybe, yeah. I wonder where you get that one. Okay, so not as
YouTube, I think.
it is an hour and a half. So not his first movie, but really it's his first movie. I'm going to stick with what I
Yeah.
said because I
okay.
can never be wrong. I can't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
No.
well, look, we
No.
did
We
good
know
things.
that.
We do good things. We make good decisions. That's just been done.
Yes. Okay, so back to the synopsis. When a simple jewelry high school is
Oh,
horribly
is that-
wrong,
is that all
the
we're at?
surviving criminals begin to suspect that one of them is a police informant. And this week, it is John's turn to review it first.
Hey.
Oh, and I'm unprepared. I didn't
He's
know I
like,
was
wait,
ready.
really? He goes, wait, really?
Hmm.
Did
That's
you?
the same thing.
You're
That's the same thing I
unprepared.
do, John, every time. That's the same look I make
Yeah,
too.
I
Like,
was
oh,
like,
fuck,
what?
really? My turn? Oh, shit.
And normally, TC, you text us and be like, tonight, John's up first. Did you do that? Were you
I
derelict
did.
in your duty?
I texted
Did
you.
you?
I
you
don't know,
texted
but
me.
yeah, my phone, I
But
just
did you
smashed
say
my phone
tonight,
last night,
John
so
up
I don't
first?
have one.
Because if you didn't say tonight, John up first. Oh, shit, you did.
Of course I fucking did.
Well,
What do you think? You can never be
I
wrong.
I'm sorry.
Today at 10:38
Again.
a.m. Also,
Right
John
again.
up first.
I know, right again.
Your
Denny,
Honor, as
right
you can
again.
clearly see,
Yeah.
I texted John at 10:38 a.m. this morning,
Yeah.
July 20th, 21st.
Two strikes,
For the
John.
record,
We haven't
Your
even started
Honor.
the review yet. Good luck.
That's right. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Where are we at? The synopsis
I
was
was
this
looking-
five guys in a room? Bitching
How
and
many?
moaning?
How many times have you guys watched this? Have you? I can't. TC, you've got to have at least seen this before, right?
Oh, yeah. Probably a couple
yeah.
times.
I don't know
before.
how many times I've seen it. So
Probably seven.
I've seen
Yeah,
it
six,
so many
seven.
times that like I was like, I don't want to see this one again.
yeah, I hadn't seen it for a while, so I was looking forward to it, and it's still good. You can still feel. You can see that it's like. There's parts of it where once you like hear the history and what the budget was and how like quickly they shot the whole thing, it's like, it's okay. You know, some of the scenes.
There's
are
not
like,
much
wow.
to it. Right?
Right,
There's
but
not much
some of
to
the
it.
scenes, it's like the acting doesn't seem so good sometimes. But I think it was just like they were just it's all they had. They had the take and they moved on.
Oh, wow.
So it's certainly not as polished, but it's still. I think when you like, read the history,
it. I'm gonna
Is that- I'm gonna die, I know it. Yeah.
How did he
It's
get
true.
cast in the leading role? That's my fucking question.
He's still doing the same bit. He's still doing the same bit
You
too.
thought,
He's
you
been-
thought you didn't buy
I
that?
liked I liked his new
thought
show.
That was great. You didn't like that?
No, dude, I thought
that was,
Tim Roth was distractingly bad in this movie.
Really? No,
Tim
I
Roth's
thought
new
that
show
was
is good, though.
Listen, I thought that was. I think if I got shot, I would act exactly like that. I'll tell you straight. So
That actually sounds really like him.
no. Listen.
He
So
sucks.
okay, listen. So last week, it was actually this weekend. So okay, I'll tell you a little story here that leads up to
Oh,
me.
it's story
acting
time.
like
Oh,
Okay,
it.
love
let's
story
chop it.
time. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a 2-year-old boy, Alex, he likes his favorite thing is to play chase. So he will take his socks off because he knows he'd slip otherwise.
Smart
in the
kid.
house. So
Very
he take-
smart.
Hey, smart
He
kid.
sits down
Yeah.
and then he comes up and he proceeds with the na boo boo. You guys know the na boo boo,
Is that a
right? I
chase
don't
me
know.
thing?
Sure do.
Oh, did you know? I heard na but na boo boo.
Nah, 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 boo boo. Go fuck yourself. I think that was my finish.
No.
That's how I
Well,
interpreted it though, as a
the
kid.
unabridged version is na boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. But I haven't told the kids that that's their. I hadn't heard na boo boo before, and my wife thought it was funny. I've heard na.
What is it? I'm still confused. Can you explain?
It's na boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. That's the.
What does that
phrase.
do?
Oh, I didn't know that's what that was. I thought it was go
That's
fuck
the-
yourself.
That is a taunt, Denny.
So then you're
In
supposed
the
to chase him or
playground-
something?
Yeah, in the playground, a person, the taunter, will say
the
to
tauntee.
the tauntee, if you will,
Okay.
that in order to get the tauntee to chase the taunter, they will taunt and say something like, na boo boo. You can't catch me. So then the tauntee will attempt
fuck
to
yourself.
catch the taunter.
I'm telling you, it's just go fuck
I
yourself.
couldn't guess where the story is going right now.
Anyway, well,
Yeah,
I'm
me
chasing
either,
him
really.
around. So I'm chasing him around the house, and I smack my knee full on into the
Ooh,
door
ooh.
frame.
Ow.
Full on, like
Ow,
running
ow.
full tilt at the
Ow.
little guy because he's fast. Like I can't catch him unless
Oh,
I really
and that must have
sprint.
hurt.
It did. It hurt really
You
bad,
can't
and I
catch
was
your
really
2-year-old
unhappy.
kid. Oh, he's gonna whip your ass at sports all the way
He
until he's
is. Oh, I know he is. No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm serious. He's
Sounds
a
like I
fast
play
little
sports.
dude.
He'll be like, let's play bass.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what you're
I
talking about.
can't do a full on run through the house either. But he is fast. Anyway, so that's I'm in a lot of pain and I'm okay though. I'm all right. So the next day, I'm grabbing him and taking him to the potty because we're potty training him. And
nice.
we have these little handles on the cupboards in the bathroom on the little drawers that slide out there. And I smacked the bruise. So I have this big old bruise on my knee.
Ow.
And this point of this handle hits the middle of that bruise.
Oh my God, that's the worst thing I've ever heard before, dude.
Full on. I have never, it's probably the most pain I've really experienced. I've had some very bad things happen to me. But,
that must hurt.
anyway,
did you scare the shit out of your kids when you screamed?
Well, yeah. So listen, so it was like, it was such a hard, it was like bleeding from this like edge, like this small edge that I hit. And I was on the ground and my 5-year-old daughter is there going, "Are you okay?"
Boo-boo.
And I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "Daddy's okay. Daddy's just fine."
Tell me she walked up and was like, "Nah, boo-boo, you fucking loser."
No. They were both really worried about Daddy, and I was trying. I had a lot of motivation to not sound like I was in pain, and I sounded like freaking Tim Roth. I was like, "Daddy's fine. Daddy's okay."
I was really hoping she was going to rub it in. That would have been too funny. He was going to rub it in.
No, they're so sweet. Sam ran and tried to find an ice pack. She was worried.
Was this before or after you watched this movie?
This was before.
Okay.
So
when you watched it, you're like, oh, okay.
Ow.
That's what it was.
Like, this is
like, you knew the
realistic. Like, if I get shot in the gut, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be like, I've been shot. We know you've been shot. It happened. I was there. But it hurts really bad. Yeah, getting shot hurts.
Yeah. We're going to bring you back, Dad. Don't worry. We're going to bring you home. We're going to sit you down.
You might die, you might not.
Nikki's going to come by.
Isn't going to help you. But anyway, so I don't know. Maybe it's real. Maybe it's pretty realistic.
Yeah, maybe it is.
I don't know why he was
man, I'm dying, man. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
lots of blood. Lots of blood.
I don't know. Maybe there are much better people. I'm sure that there are much stronger people than I am. But man, that's what I was doing. I was like,
oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure anyone in pain like that is just all is lost at that point. You're in.
Yeah, that was. Oh,
doesn't matter what you look like.
Yeah,
it's the worst.
And you lay on the ground and do the squirming thing that he was doing. I lay on the ground and do the squirming.
I just think about Peter from Family Guy, where he just makes that like.
Yeah, it's like that slow movement thing.
Over and over again.
So anyway.
For like 10 minutes.
Tell you, it's a realistic portrayal of getting shot. Maybe.
Or maybe not. Maybe super
or not
dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or it just really hurts.
Certainly, I don't know. I was trying.
I don't know. Did you ever see
hard
someone
not to be
shot on like a
dramatic.
cops TV show? They don't fucking kick their legs and writhe around because that makes it hurt more. You like lay there as still as possible.
You just lay
because
there.
it hurts to move.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
Right.
He was moving around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was.
know.
He was moving around a real lot, but hey, it worked.
And if you're dying, if you're shot, you're less energetic. It seems like he was on speed or something when he was doing that shit.
Might have been.
Maybe to sharpen himself up before a bit of the old ultra violence.
Yes. It's a little before the in and out, the little old in and out.
So so why was he asking to go to the hospital? I thought he was this undercover cop, and he was telling the other cop that they had to wait until the other.
I
cops
thought it was
show up.
that he just knew that that's what you would do if you were like that.
Oh, he was still trying to be in character, smart enough to do that.
No, because he knew if he didn't drop him off at the hospital, he was going to bleed out because they were going to wait outside.
Right,
for
but
everybody to
then he
show
was
up.
telling the other cop that they can't go ask for help or anything because they got to wait until everybody else comes back for the police that are waiting for them. So that seemed to contradict that a little, which is fine. Whatever.
Well, they couldn't leave anyway. How are they going to leave?
No, I know, but I don't know. He was telling the other cop that they just have to stay there.
Right,
So
but he's saying
don't.
He's just doing that for hope. They weren't ever going to leave.
Oh, I
Tim
see.
Roth
I thought
couldn't move, and that guy was tied to a chair without an ear. He was saying like, "Don't worry, dude. Like the cops know where we are."
Right, but he's like, "Well, let's go get him." He's like, "No, we don't now. We have to wait until they show up." He thought he was saying we can't go anywhere.
Is that what was happening?
Yeah, well, that's what he seemed to say. Like he could have gone over there and tried to untie him or something, and at least he could have like gone off to safety and not gotten shot later.
True. It's the dumbest fucking situation. I hate that shit.
Yeah. I still think so. Again, this film was really groundbreaking at the time, and watching it now, some parts of it I'm kind of like, and some parts seem a little strange. Like I just don't know if these guys really would sit around at the diner and talk about like a virgin.
I know, right?
It just doesn't seem quite like their characters. It seems like a very geek kind of thing to do.
Plus the fact that big guy Eddie or nice guy Eddie or whatever, he yells at them. He's like, "All right, now you fuckers are joking around, and you're probably gonna get caught because of it." And it's like, you should have invited everyone out for a casual fucking breakfast and not led the discussion, you idiot. You were there.
Yeah, no kidding. But
I didn't even think about it like that. It's
there were a lot of really dumb plot parts of this movie.
And I
are.
think that
Yeah.
was on purpose, just because to get those moments of like, what would it be like if they were actual?
Right. Yeah, it's like a fantasy
Right.
for like a
It's a
13-year-old
fantasy
kid.
Well,
for like,
it's
yeah,
like
right.
Quentin
Yeah,
Tarantino's
that's
writing.
okay,
He's
that's
enjoying
fair.
it. Yeah,
That's true.
and that was kind of at the
Guess I
time. It
see
was
your
really
point
it
now.
was kind of fresh. It was really
Yep.
something you hadn't quite seen. And they do it, of course, in Pulp Fiction, but it's not as I don't know. It works better, I think. I don't know. Now maybe when I see Pulp Fiction, I'll feel differently. But Steve Buscemi is still
He's great.
Oh, he's the
astoundingly
best,
good.
dude. He's the
He's
best
great,
person in this
isn't
movie.
He
he?
is so
Yeah.
good. Being the asshole intellectual. I don't tip and I
I
don't
love
want to be Mr.
that.
Pink.
I love
just,
that.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, what are you talking about? It's not my fault they're fucking waitresses. I don't give a shit.
yeah.
I love that shit. That's the best
and
attitude
he's-
to have. And then like, I couldn't ever be like that, but it was just like, he was confused as to why you would even be asked.
Yeah,
Why I don't
it's really
tip.
cool.
Yeah.
There's this wiki, it's wiki.tarantino.info, where they've got a whole lot of Reservoir Dogs trivia and other stuff. So they really have it listed out really well here. But they say that like Steve's Mr. Pink mentions that he worked at a minimum wage job. In Pulp Fiction, he's a waiter. So he's
Oh.
actually like later they wrote that in that that's the job he was working at.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
But also he's wrong there, and there was some it pissed off a bunch of waiters after this movie came out because
oh god, really?
because
people
no
were
waiters get
persuaded
paid
by
minimum
that?
wage. They all get paid less than minimum wage because
Yeah, way
tips are
less,
built
right?
in.
The tips.
Because
Yeah,
it's-
right.
Well, I'm not sure that it's
Which I
not
never quite
surprising.
understood.
Yeah, this guy's this racist, homophobic dick. So I mean, it's
Tarantino
you know, I
is.
don't-
Yeah.
no,
He is.
No,
I mean, he
no.
kinda is.
Well,
He got his
maybe.
from the fucking dialogue in this
No,
one.
these
Holy
guys,
shit.
yeah, but I don't think he's not portraying these people as like upstanding. This isn't like a Scorsese movie where there's not like dignity and nobility here in any of
I
these
mean, there
people.
kind
So-
of
I
is
don't
because
know,
the
dude.
idea of like
Think?
getting
Really?
rich and getting like.
Plus, also they look fucking cool as shit in their
They
outfits.
do, and their outfits, and they're
Oh.
like they're you know they
They're
look like they're
strutting down
fucking.
the freaking street all together with
well,
the song.
what better song? How good is Little Green Bag for just that scene? My
So good.
God, that song
Oh,
is
yeah.
so
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, I mean,
that's just
stuck in the middle with you. It's like, I mean, I was going to ask
How
you
did,
guys
he,
what.
did he sing that? How did he do that perfectly? It was like he was dead on. Did he practice it or what? Like, did he?
Well, they knew that was going to be the. What do you mean? Like, how did he dance to that song?
like he did it, but he like sang it on pitch. Right? He must have practiced it a bunch.
Probably.
maybe, but he
Because
yeah.
like how would you like get? Because I was like he got it dead on.
and a lot of the
and
audio. I don't think
on
they did much.
time.
Yeah,
They didn't
I don't
change
think
anything.
they did much ADR in this film.
Right.
No,
so it
the
sounded
audio
like he was
was
in the
right.
room and he was like he really must have paced it out. They must have practiced that a bit.
And
'cause,
apparently, like
That was
the
a long
actor was
shot, too.
terrified
Yeah, it
of
was.
violence.
Oh,
And,
really?
and so he's like messed up, like having a hard time with the torture scene and not showing it. Like he had a really rough time going through with it. So it's
Oh,
kind of
wow.
amazing that he was doing what he was doing when he was just he found the whole thing really abhorrent.
Yeah, the cop came up with the line, I have kids.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
that was
yeah.
ad-libbed while they were rolling, and he had to stop filming to be like, I don't want to do this scene, and they had to be talked back into it.
He just became a
Wow.
dad shortly. That actor had too. So it really hit him hard.
You're
Yeah.
an actor,
I liked
Michael
when he had
Madsen.
his
Come
ear.
on, dude.
I liked he had his ear and he was like, "Hey, how's it? Hello, what
You
did he
hear
say?
me?
Like,
You
hello,
hear me?
can you hear me?
Yeah,
I died. I was like, I forgot about that. That was fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
sorry.
it's so weird
that was funny.
moment is funny in the middle of like the scariest moment of this movie.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
it's him though. It's just like how weird he is as an actor.
Yeah.
He's always like
yeah,
such a
he did a
fucking
good job
smug
being
prick.
the psychopath.
Dude,
I
how did
thought
he not get
was-
more work after this movie? That
I
confuses
thought he did.
me.
He had drug habit problem.
Oh, did he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think
I've only
he
ever
was in
seen
the
him in like, well, he was in like
Heroin
the
Crew.
Hateful Eight and the Kill Bill and this. Like, what else has he been
He's
in?
done a lot. He's done a lot.
He's done
He
a lot,
actually-
and it was a lot of
he's done
shitty movies
just
in the
like
90s.
a lot of like BC movie type
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
He's done a lot.
Yeah.
He's been busy
Okay.
actually.
He's a work. Yeah, he's a professional
Oh,
actor. That's for sure.
dude.
But yeah,
310 credits for an actor?
yeah, he's been
That
around for
is
a long
insane.
time. But
So
I
he's-
wouldn't say like all of his movies are something you'd want to work. You know, he's always like the ancillary character that it fits, but it's not like he's the main.
Yeah.
I don't remember him as like the lead a lot.
Yeah.
The way he did that though is funny. I thought I died.
Yeah.
His character also didn't make any fucking sense. Like,
No,
one part
no,
of his
it's not-
character is
I
that
mean,
he's
Why is he
loyal.
psycho some days and not a psycho
Yeah,
the next
It
day?
beat me to it.
I don't
Denny.
get
That's
it.
what I was about to go to, but I still thought it was well done. What
Yeah,
he did.
it's entertaining.
But you're
It's
right.
just very confusing.
Yeah, but you're right. It
It's
is
very
confusing.
confusing.
The loyalty there. I thought Sean Penn's brother was really good. I
Yeah.
thought he was,
Wow. How much fucking Botox can you have in your lip, dude? Holy
is
shit!
that, is
I
that
saw
what that is?
Oh, had
Holy
to have
cow,
been,
really?
right? I mean, his brother doesn't look like that, except now he does, I guess, because he's got that done, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
They'll
man,
get
I
their
don't know.
lips done as they get older. But I mean, he just looked funny. Some shots looked like it was a balloon on his mouth.
Well, Yeah, he was kind of puffy in general, so I sort of I didn't really notice the lips in particular because.
Are you sure, dude? Look at pictures of him because it looks like that's just his face. I think he's just got like a fat face.
Yeah. Hey,
poor dude.
I was
died when
giving
he
him plastic
40.
surgery, but you're just giving him ugly. So whatever you got to do.
Well, face, which is worse.
I mean,
Right,
he died.
exactly.
He died of a heart disease. So
Oh, is he dead?
he died at 2006 at the age of 40.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was unhealthy.
Yeah.
Poor
I mean,
guy.
he looks-
I honestly did.
He
Honestly, had no
looks
idea. I thought he just didn't
unhealthy
work.
until there was the
Yeah.
scene where he picked Michael Madsen up and tossed him on the ground. I was like, Jesus Christ, how big is this guy?
He's a big
Right.
dude, I guess. I didn't know he's dead. I didn't know he was dead at all. Fuck. Well, now
Yeah.
I feel bad. I'm making fun of him. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, you gave him ugly. Now he's...
I just said he's got a fat face. That's not necessarily ugly.
But
Hey.
And he
go
does have a
speak ill
fat
of the
face.
dead.
You know, what are you going to do?
yeah, but he was again. It still was. I mean, this film has really good moments to it that still are good. Even then, I
Stop
think
pointing the gun at my father. Stop pointing the gun at my dad. My
Oh,
daddy.
the ending shot and Harvey Keitel's crying was just weird.
Oh,
I don't think
God.
Oh, man.
Man, it didn't.
I'm
it
a
didn't-
cop. I'm a cop. Woo-hoo. I'm a cop. Woo-hoo.
I wish you could see my face. I'm doing the facial expressions too.
Oh, you're doing that? Yeah, it
This
was.
kid's
that was
all
like
right. This kid's
kind of
all
a
right.
Robert De
He's a good
Niro
kid.
cry.
Why did Harvey Keitel trust that kid? Why did he think he was good? He knew everybody else, and he's this new guy. He's like, I trust this kid, man. I trust him.
I
It
know,
reminds
I
me
know.
of my
Yeah.
own. Reminds me of me.
Because okay, well, let me try. Because he felt
Okay.
responsible for the kid getting shot. He sort of felt like he took him under his wing,
All right.
and he felt kind of bad.
When do we
that-
see that? He never took him
Well,
under his
well,
wing.
We see it,
they kind of
they're
allude
scoping-
to
hey,
it. They
Denny,
allude to it.
They
Yeah.
see it when they're scoping the place out, and they're
Oh,
having
that's right.
some nice
And they're having
bonding.
yeah, they
Remember?
are. They're having some banter. in the
Yeah,
car.
there's some banter, some bonding, and you know,
Yeah,
and
you
Harvey's
take his
kind of
fucking
impressed
finger
with what the
off.
kid
You fucking,
knows.
it's just what
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, then Denny, then
Wait, when we're
then.
scoping the place out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they're in the car, I think it's a flashback later.
Yeah,
like,
it's a
about
flashback, and
three-quarters of the
they're
movie.
like in the car. They're like Harvey and
and what's his,
Mr.
and
Tim Roth.
what's his name?
Roth.
And Tim Roth.
Roth. We'll go Roth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Roth.
Mr.
Harvey and
Orange?
Roth.
Timmy. What's his name?
Harvey and Tim. Orange. It was Orange.
Harvey and Tim are
White
hanging
and
out in
orange.
the car.
White and
they're
orange are in the car. They're
bantering.
scoping out the place. They're like talking about Harvey's like asking him questions and is impressed with his knowledge, but he's still acting kind of like a mentor.
Yeah.
So-
oh God,
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Yep.
So
I
then
buy
Denny,
it.
Denny.
I see. I think he's on
I'm
something
trying,
there, Denny.
I'm just trying.
No, I
Denny,
know.
that's all.
I
He's
just
out
didn't,
there
I didn't
trying.
get it.
He's
I
doing
thought it
his
was
best.
weird.
Yeah.
He knows everyone else more. Like what? They scoped out one place. Hadn't they been working forever?
Apparently, none of them are supposed to know either one of them.
No, they all know the Chris Penn
No,
character.
I know,
and,
but my point is like it's the dumbest fucking scenario. Like they're so stupid.
Yeah.
I never understood it either. I'm like, just fucking come out with it anyway. You're either going in or you're not. It's not like I got out and he didn't. Like you're all fucked. What's the point? That's the one thing I never understood about these types of movies, the heist movies. It's just like I've never been attracted to that shit. So like I've never wanted to steal something like that.
Really?
In short of like an ice cream cone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not fucking putting together
Well,
like
it's not
yeah.
your fault you don't
Yeah.
dream big, man.
Yeah,
Come
like
on.
man, like look, I'll take a Tootsie Roll. Sure, that's great. It's right there, you know. But I'm not elaborate scheming and making colors for
Yeah.
people's names. That doesn't. It's like all those movies are like that, right? Like it's like even
It's still
the
a great-
Heat,
I
right?
know.
Heat was
Yeah.
like that. It was like fucking so stupid.
Well,
Yeah.
it is stupid. What's great is how they just sort of that scene where Buscemi's arguing about being Mr. Pink is such a great scene.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, he's like,
because
I'll be
of him.
Mr. Purple. I'll be Mr. Purple. I felt more comfortable with that.
I mean, just yeah.
You're Mr.
again,
Pink.
like, Tarantino
You're Mr.
was going to be
Pink.
Mr. Pink. That he had sort of wanted to. That he thought he was going to be Mr. Pink until Buscemi, as sort of like auditioned really well because he said that's the role I want, and
Wow.
And Tarantino said, well, you're going to have to do a good job auditioning. Then apparently he did.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. Just look at him. Yeah,
Oh,
because
he's-
you're not
I'm
on him.
so
yeah.
glad Buscemi
He's such
got
a
the
weird
role.
dude on screen.
I know, but it's those films like it's the case. It's like Donnie Darko with Gyllenhaal. It's like you see this actor in this film, you're like, well, whatever this guy does, I'm gonna go watch it now.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
Right?
He's one of those guys.
Yeah,
Very
after
unique.
that, yeah, and just doing such an amazing job at playing an unlikable person, but still doing it in a way that's very watchable.
Yeah, it's true. That's a good point.
Even in Adam
honey.
Sandler movies, he stands out as being the best parts in those
Crazy
movies.
Eyes.
Sure.
One of
Yeah.
my favorites. Oh, yeah. Crazy Eyes was great.
Yeah.
They must have laughed their ass off. That must have been a fun on-set experience.
Yeah. So what else do I got? I think I didn't like it as much as I did when I watched it a while back. Yeah, I don't think it has the same impact where it's like not. It doesn't seem as shocking, and that's partially, partially, and possibly, partially, because it's seeing a bunch of other Tarantino's films where this is kind of a lot of his style is in there, but it's a lot more polished and there's a lot more money.
True,
and so maybe that sort of like dilutes the effect of this one. So yeah, I mean, it was still fun to watch. There's still really good moments there, and certainly some really interesting parts. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know if Tim Roth's portrayal was realistic or not. What sort of experts might think of that? Because I certainly feel like that's where I head.
Dude, I don't know. Like I said, I've seen people get shot. You've seen people shot on cops before. I've seen people in real life shot in the stomach before, and nobody does that.
In real life, you've seen someone
in real life.
Danny,
What ghetto were you living in?
On TV.
Over there,
TV.
on TV. Okay.
Yeah.
In real life on
Just had to
TV.
clarify
But it's real
that
life.
for
It's
everybody
cops. Like
listening.
the show Cops. I
Yeah,
used to watch
they
that
edit
show.
some of that out.
That
They
guy's
don't show
fucking
the-
dead,
They don't
Denny.
show
He's
the
not-
ones that are
he's not moving
screaming
'cause he's
it's a little
dead.
too disturbing. They show the stoic ones, or the ones that are
The
coked up or
stoic
something.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
No,
definitely
not-
one out there
Don't
that's
do it a bit.
squirming around, crying and yelling, and they're like, let's not choose that.
That's
one.
like we can't run that right after
Hey, we
the
heard we got
back to
a
school
we heard we got a
specials.
heroin addict shot. He's like, perfect. Those guys don't
It's perfect.
move.
Those
Go
guys
get
are
them.
docile.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want? You to put on cons? I've been fucking shot at fucking dead.
We gotta bleed her. We gotta bleed her.
It's just not gonna work, man. It's not gonna
Right
work.
in the center of the bruise. Right in the center.
I had an opportunity to try to be strong for my kids. Nope. Wasn't.
Your kids will no longer ever. They'll
Kids-
never.
yeah,
No,
they
she
won't.
ran to
They're
get him an
like,
ice
wow.
pack as if this is the first time he's been on the floor writhing around in pain. Come on.
Yeah. It was bad. It was so
She
bad.
has- she already has a protocol. Sam's got a protocol.
Like, yeah, Daddy's just fine. Daddy's
Oh, there he goes
okay.
again. Nikki texts her, what's going on in there? Yeah, he's fine. I got an ice
He's
pack
fine.
for him. She knows
I
the
don't-
deal. She knows.
I
She's
don't know.
gonna.
I
she'll be right there.
had my arm fall on a barbed wire fence and get ripped open.
Ooh.
Um,
Ow.
I've had some nasty stuff happen, but
Oh yeah, anything with a bruise is really,
as
really,
far
really
as
tough.
just actual intense pain, holy cow!
yeah,
Oof.
it's sharp, intense pain. Oh, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it. I love it.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound very
Ooh.
fun.
All right, let's get
It
back
was.
to the
What
the
do you got?
movie
That
in
was
the
me.
room.
Who's next?
Casey, what do you think?
I mean, it's I remember it probably a long time ago was the first time I watched this one. So I mean, I probably in college, maybe it was like it was on more than it should be. I don't know. I mean, this movie's like I said, there's not much to it. If you like these actors, which I do, you're gonna have a pretty good time. But there's some dumb shit, and there's some unbelievable scenarios that don't really mean much. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I didn't really want to. As I got into it, I was like, I don't really want to watch this again. I was like, I've seen. I remember this. Oh, right, he's fucking cop. This thing's. Oh, Jesus Christ! I was like, this is undue stress. I don't need at the moment.
Oh, did it stress you out?
I mean, no, it's just like it's you're watching something stressful. That's the movie.
Is it? I didn't care about any of these people.
Well, yeah, but my point is that that was the moment is like we're gonna get these guys that are high fucking stress that get into a room. One gets shot. It's stressful as fuck. We're gonna have these guys shoot these guys. We're gonna bring the stress up, and everyone's like, okay, cool, and we'll fucking bring
And
the
that
blood.
equates to yelling. Every line
And
of
we're
dialogue.
gonna yell,
yelling.
and this guy's gonna be a psycho, and this guy's gonna be I don't know some father-like figure for this weirdo who's on the ground with the fucking bleeding out.
You're gonna grab his head when he bleeds, and you push the gun to his temple, and you pull the trigger.
Right.
That's what you do.
Right, right. There you go, Denny. That's exactly. There's nothing to this movie. It's like a room, but with dudes.
I wish this came out after Room, so that could be the tagline.
It's like a room, but with dudes.
Oh, man.
I just,
no,
I
it's
just,
not. Room was
not-
still far worse.
Yeah.
no, of course not. But I
Yeah.
just remember, like, that's. I think if I
It's
had
a-
seen
what
it
is it? It's
before,
a,
I'd be more like apt to say, like, "Oh, this is actually kind of cool," right? But like, since I've seen it too many times and didn't want to watch it again, I was just like, I'm really downplaying all of it. I'm just.
It's a bottle
pigeonholing it
movie,
down to
TC. It's a
suck.
bottle movie.
Oh, it's a bottle. It's a
Right?
bottle
Like
movie.
a bottle
bottleneck.
episode. It's a bottle movie.
What? Bottle?
Bottle episodes are episodes of television where it's only one location, like the Chinese food restaurant Seinfeld. It's a
Oh.
bottle episode.
Their apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a community episode where they talk about how it's a bottle episode, and they spend the entire
True.
episode in the study
The
room.
third, what is it? The third person. What do you even call that? I remember that
Yeah,
one.
that's somewhat meta, I guess.
Self-referential.
Yeah. There's a bottle
Bottle
episode on
episode.
Breaking Bad where they spend the entire episode inside the drug lab.
Okay.
Bottle episode.
Wow.
So I think
Nice.
we've established what that means.
The bottle
Yes, thank
episode,
you.
John, you get it yet?
I got it. I'm slow,
Yeah.
but I'm getting
Hey,
it
John,
now.
what
You give me
did I-
like
here's
I
a
need
quiz.
usually
Quiz.
5 to 7
A, B, or C.
examples.
Yeah, A, B, or C.
Before I can
What
understand
is
the
bottle
concept.
episode?
Thank you.
Kind of just like saying bottle episode. Sounds nice.
What is
Bottle,
Harvey
yeah.
Keitel? No, that's not it, sir. No, we're looking for bottle episode.
Well, opposite.
I don't know. I don't really. This is something I didn't really have to watch again.
Yeah.
So that's about all I got for it. I mean, it's it's Tarantino. So if you like that, then sure.
Yeah. I pretty much agree with both you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel the same way as, I think specifically since John was just more specific, I feel pretty much the exact same way you do, where there are entertaining moments and there's some pretty good acting. There's also some pretty bad acting and there's some really stupid parts. Doesn't really have a point, but it's pretty good. So it's,
Right. And it really, like, again, trying to given this the story that I like about it, that it was here's this like upstart. How old was Quentin when he did this? I wonder.
good question.
But he's just like this. He's just this film geek working at a video store,
Right.
and this is what he and everybody sees this talent. I mean, it's like unmistakable when you see this to see like, yes, there's in terms of both the writing and the way the film is shot, and even the structure. There's a lot of really cool ideas here.
Mhm.
He was
And-
at oldest 29 years old.
true.
Probably a couple
Okay.
years younger than that when it was filmed.
Okay, so yeah,
No, there are. I think maybe that's what you lose now with being so far removed
Yeah.
from it.
Plus, I mean,
right.
it's super fucking original. Like the amount of movies it spawned in the 90s.
yes.
I think Pulp Fiction probably had a wider reach just because it was seen by
It
more
did.
people. But like being such a cheap movie, and I mean,
Right.
Lahane probably, this reminded me a
That
lot of
was a
that.
good
I
one.
think that movie from memory is overall better than this movie, but it might not
Yeah.
have gotten done if it wasn't for this
Without
movie.
this movie.
Yeah.
Right. So you're right. That's the other thing that this movie was like possibly like a watershed for a lot of indie projects too. Like this is like, wow, well, look at what
You can
somebody
do
can
this.
do.
You
Yeah.
can do this. Yeah,
Right.
right. Oh, so you
and-
can kill people and be weird. Nice.
Right.
Nice, dude. Nice. All right, yo, John,
Yeah.
we are it.
Can you use
Nice.
ethnic slurs? Yeah, you can use all of them.
Oh, yeah, you
actually.
can.
Yeah, you
That's
can use
authentic.
all of that. It doesn't even matter. And it doesn't matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They're not likable people, so it's okay.
We already
I know.
hate them, so you can hate them more. Of course, that's what they would say. Everyone's like, oh, boom, mind blown. Love it.
That was the most distracting part of this movie is that the ethnic slurs are used with no real reason except for
Oh,
to be
the-
shocking.
Yeah, I
just-
mean, they
just
were.
the-
Like, it was
yeah.
kind of like,
Just like the outright
Yes.
racism and homophobia was just, was pretty
Yeah,
shocking.
I mean, even if you look at like Django Unchained, he at least used it kind of contextually in that movie.
Yeah.
But in this movie, it's just a bunch of assholes
just
using words they shouldn't use.
white dudes saying things they shouldn't say. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the violence is more justified in this movie than the language sometimes.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. That was every time that happened, I was like,
Yeah, like they're
God
not
damn
saying
it.
the language isn't like it's not building their character anymore. We understand
No.
their character. Like
Right.
we didn't need that
But,
excess.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I didn't forget to say this. It's something I do really, I still like about the film is I like how the sequence was planned. I liked how they show it out of order. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That they never show the robbery. They just show a bunch of the aftermath.
Well, they couldn't
aftermath
afford
stuff.
the robbery.
No, but and what he does is still make this like a story that doesn't feel like it's not hard to follow what happened or what's going on, and one thing leads
Yeah.
to the other, even though they're telling you some things out of order. And I think that was pretty cool.
dude, I haven't seen
So,
this movie in
yeah.
a long time, and I
True.
thought they had showed the robbery scene. Like in my
Oh,
head.
really?
No,
I
you
have the
remember
robbery
Heat.
scene.
You were remembering Heat.
Was I?
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
No, I was
Absolutely.
imagining a jeweler's in my head, and it might just be from another movie that I've inserted to fill in the
You
gaps
had
here.
a dream once.
But yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
like I made it up, I think. But
Yeah.
going into it, I was like, oh, I like the jewelry scene where it was kind of scary, right? Oh, it doesn't exist. Oh,
No, that was Uncut Gems.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I don't know what I'm fucking watching anymore. Who are you
All
guys?
right.
so that's kind of weird.
Tall boy.
But I think
I
they
got to
did-
go on a beer break.
Oh yeah, I don't have any more beer. I have
Oh.
wine.
I'm
Hey, wait a
drinking
minute. No.
straight
No.
mezcal.
It's a light night for you. Come on.
Ooh, I got a little bit of wine here.
All right.
John's getting beer.
Yeah, he's getting beer. All right, can you not see us?
I can only see one at a time, and you're up in
What do
front.
you
right
mean you
now.
can only see one at a time? It doesn't make any sense.
I have you
Change
minimized
your
so I
view.
can see
Change your
my.
view.
You guys
I
are way
see.
more gung ho for the video than I am.
Oh
that's for
yeah, dude,
sure.
it's great. I love seeing John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I know.
Here, back.
You
Denny,
get the
we're-
little,
we're-
the little quirks, the little, the facial expressions.
We're gonna love you no matter what you look like, Denny. Don't worry.
Well,
okay?
I'm not. Yeah,
Oh.
I have like a standard that's higher. Get the camera already, damn it!
Yeah, no,
Get
you got
the
it ordered.
camera.
He's giving in. He's giving in.
How do I get you guys? Oh, that might be a stupid question.
How do you figure out how to fucking see both of us at the same time? What are you doing?
Can't I? Okay, that's stupid.
Well, you will. Well,
You can't
once
see us
Denny's
both. He's
on-
only got one at a time.
I can. I have to.
Oh.
The window is now like 2/3 unused.
Oh,
and I have
it's
to hide.
Skype. It's Skype.
Yeah.
It manages
Skype,
to be
yeah.
like cute and completely unintuitive at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like a whole lot of work went into like they had to work. I think that there's some
Confuse
mad
you.
genius at Skype that works that does this sort of like UI stuff that's like they're never going to make this work and it's going to look like it should be easy, but it's not going to be easy and it's going to be.
It's going to be so frustrating for anyone
Yeah.
trying to fucking do what you're trying to do.
Who the hell is he
Yeah.
married to?
Ooh,
What?
what are you
He
talking
got
about
married
now?
in 2018 to
Who
Daniela
did?
Pick.
Who?
Quentin did.
Oh,
Yeah.
who are we talking about,
Mm.
Jenny?
Oh, she was in
Oh,
Once Upon a Time
Tarantino?
in Hollywood.
All right.
What do you
Who was
know?
she in that?
She was-
okay.
Daphne Ben Kobo.
Okay.
Huh?
Way to be a Spielberg of yourself, Tarantino, putting your young wife in a movie.
Hey, he can do whatever he wants.
Kenny?
It's true.
Yeah.
He did make
What else-
Grindhouse.
what are you just? Are you going to talk about the film here more? Or you're just browsing.
He's
I'm just
browsing.
Are we back?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's
Oh, yeah. So-
browsing.
I get to do the Madonna story. Then she sent him a signed copy of her album Erotica, signed to Quentin. It's not about dick. It's about love.
Oh, not about dick.
That was good.
Okay.
Good bit of trivia.
Not about
That is
dick.
good.
Got it. Understood.
I'm trying to.
The room.
I should have
There you
been
go.
reading this while you went to go get a
Hey.
beer, but I didn't do that.
Yeah.
You
Failure.
guys notice Stephen Wright in this movie?
Oh God, how can you not?
Yeah.
That was wonderful. And I cracked up again because I forgot when he tries to say behemoth and he's like,
Behemoth.
"Come see the, come
Behemoth.
see the monster truck bohemian." It's so great. It's
it says Bohemoth.
yeah. The
Bohemian.
music and splicing it together with Stephen Wright's voice is also brilliant. It was just wonderful. So yeah, all of the songs in this film are great too. I would, if
Agreed.
it, not for this film, I would have never heard Little Green Bag. I'm sure.
I like
Really?
how right when he shoots Tim Roth in the
Yeah.
head, it cuts to put the lime in the coconut and plays the entire song.
Yeah,
During
right,
the
right.
credits.
Yeah.
I had never
That
actually
is
listened to those
silly.
lyrics before.
The
I was
lime and the
listening to it,
coconut?
and I was like, this is a weird song.
Oh, it's super weird, dude. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It's a very weird song. How many drugs were you taking? Can I have
Call
a couple?
me in the morning. What kind of doctor is this guy going to?
The right one.
Is he juicing the lime into the coconut, or is he dropping a whole lime into an empty
He's
coconut?
dosing that shit.
Did you guys notice Mr. Blonde's name?
Who?
Mr.
Oh, Mr. Blonde.
Blonde's
Mr. Blonde, the crazy one.
Oh,
Michael
wait.
Madsen character.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, because
John, you did a lot of Wikipediaing this time. I appreciate it.
No, I didn't. This Reservoir Dogs trivia page on
Oh.
the Tarantino wiki.tarantino.info has all.
Is that
of
not
this stuff.
Wikipedia? If it's a wiki?
No, it's a wiki. It's like a fan wiki. But I wondered because it's Vega. I wonder if he's related to Vega from Pulp Fiction.
No, he is. And Tarantino has said
And
that
he
he
is.
is.
It's his brother,
Ooh,
right?
Yeah. And Tarantino had a plan on making a movie called Double V Vega with both John Travolta and Michael Madsen, but he's scrapped it since they're both too old now. So,
That's too bad.
yeah.
They missed their prime
They
for
did.
some motherfucking
Yeah,
movie we
yeah.
love.
Maybe,
Look out
but
for
what if maybe he can make a movie about them being like old now? Being aged. Yeah, well, they can't.
Do like a
because,
Bubba Hotep
spoiler.
sort of thing.
No, they can't because unless you're gonna retcon what happened in Pulp Fiction. So
Yeah. Get Scorsese on board. Do some de-aging to those guys.
yeah, that's
Make
true.
some
There you
real
go.
art. Make some real
Yeah.
art. you
Yeah.
know?
Get a $250 million budget movie just to de-age those guys in every single shot of the entire
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
We're just gonna
Why not?
scrub them dry. You know,
No wrinkles.
Don't worry about it. Make them real art. I got that Disney Plus now, so I got all that fake art.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Frozen. Watch Frozen 2. It's good.
Couldn't get through.
I've
it.
been watching fucking Wicked Tuna, guy. Of course. What do you think I'm watching? I'm watching
What,
Frozen.
Wicked Tuna?
I'm watching Wicked Tuna. I'm on National Geographic. Fucking watching Fisherman.
Oh, wow.
Wicked
Really?
tuna.
Nice. Wicked
Oh,
tuna.
yeah, guy. I'm out there fucking rolling them in, just not doing anything. Sitting home on the fucking chair.
Wait,
Yeah.
what else you got? Have you watch Moana? Moana's good.
Okay,
Moana's
I heard
great.
about
Have
that
you seen
one.
Yeah,
Moana?
Moana is
I have
really
not.
good.
I have not.
The
I
guy,
have not.
Lin-Manuel, he wrote a fair, I think he wrote, I don't know if all of the songs, but a fair amount of the songs in that one too. So
Okay.
the guy from Hamilton.
Oh, I like that guy. I have
Yeah.
newfound love for music.
You got
Oh,
Dwayne
yeah.
The Rock Johnson singing a Lin-Manuel Miranda song in it. So how could you go
Hey,
wrong?
The Rock
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
man. You cannot argue
No,
that The
he-
Rock
he's
is the
the
man.
man.
Rock is
Really
the
good
fucking
in this
man.
too. No,
Yeah, he is the fucking
Moana
man.
is really well done.
I love The
it,
Rock.
it's
He's
really
a great guy.
good. I'd argue
guy.
for us doing that one. Why not?
Fuck it. I'd be down.
Hey,
Yeah.
what else are we doing? We're all bonus all the time, baby. Come on.
Shit.
We can
Anyway,
do it.
oh,
How is Moana not on the top 250?
I don't know. It's
Because his list is,
Yeah.
well, never mind.
Yeah. For the most part. It's got a 7.6. Come on. How do you not
I
get a
don't
movie
know.
a 10? I'm
I do not know. That's
I'm a
probably one of my
35-year-old man and I
favorite.
don't have kids, and I'd give Moana a 10 out of 10. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
I give that thing a 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well, you know what? Then that means we probably should cover it.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, that's exactly
I
what
have
it
very
means, John.
few
Yep.
suggestions for next week, so we could potentially do that.
Well,
one.
yeah, we also have a Star Wars problem we got to talk about soon.
I know the answer to it.
I know, you told
what's
me
the
that,
Star
but-
Wars problem? I gotta
Well,
watch
wait,
it.
Wait. Let's finish what's on our plate here.
I don't even.
All right.
What movie were we talking about again? I don't even remember.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Reservoir
got stuck
Frogs.
in a room. I was bleeding out. You know, I can't remember. John, Teddy, I'm dying here. I'm dying. Why? Because I don't know what movie it is. What movie are we watching? I can't remember. I'm dying here, Teddy. Right. There you go.
I'm tired, Denny. I gotta sleep, Denny. I've been
There
up
you go.
since 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. I don't know.
Bonus.
So yeah, everyone except for, which is weird to say, Tim Roth I thought was the worst, which was obvious. But I also usually love Harvey Keitel. I thought he did a
Yep.
I
mediocre
liked
job
Harvey.
half the time.
I would agree. I some of the there was like one scene where he does like a fake laugh where they're like in the boss's office and there's like some kind of joke and there's like it was really bad.
Yeah.
I agree. And I like Harvey Keitel too. So I'm with you there.
But I think that like Michael Madsen, Chris Penn, Steve Buscemi, the guy who plays Joe, the old boss, and even the
Yep.
guy who plays the cop are all like really good whenever they're on screen. The cop does a pretty good job of getting tortured.
Oh yeah, that's
There
a
was-
tough role.
One punch that he gets where his head does a very jerky whip back and forth that looks pretty stupid. But what are you gonna do?
Well, I thought too. Apparently, if you nick, I don't know if you ever like got a cut on your head or nicked your ear, but that's a lot of blood comes out of there.
Mhm.
It doesn't just stop. So I'm thinking like if you cut
Can
someone,
you hear me? Can you hear
someone's
me?
ear off, we think
I
there'd be
still
a
think that's
ton
funny.
of blood. But anyway, that's in terms
There
of
was a
realism.
ton of blood.
Apparently, there was they'd shot it a different way where it was really gory, and there was like a tube where there was like blood oozing out of the ear, but they didn't use that one.
Oh God.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Fucking hey.
Let your imagination think of something worse than what they could show you.
Yeah, or just have like 5 white guys say a bunch of bad words in a row. It's about the
Yeah.
same scary.
I like your new video background, but now it looks like you're a ghost.
Oh yeah,
TC,
now I'm
'cause
chilling,
you're-
dude. You see this? I'm floating. I'm, in
Yeah,
this
I know.
I'm in this nice, like, upstanding apartment rather
But
than
you
like my
keep your
shit box.
arms keep disappearing, so it's a
Like,
little freaky.
Whoa, bro. Smoke another bowl, bro.
Yeah.
Did you also notice
know.
that he mentions Pam Grier in this movie? They're talking
Here's
about
Pam
old-
Grier.
She's the girl or the woman in Jackie Brown. She's the lead character.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So he's like, he obviously likes those
Still
old
in love?
movies. Yeah, and he
Yeah,
eventually
yeah.
got to director.
Yeah,
which is
Foxy
pretty
Brown
sweet.
was, Jackie Brown was great. I like that.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
she
It
was.
was a different movie. It's a very slow paced movie. That one was. I don't know.
Slow burn.
It's not that slow.
Yeah, I thought it was slow. I liked it, but it just had a different pace to it. I thought it just moved pretty
It
slowly.
wasn't. It wasn't as weird as Pulp Fiction
Yeah.
and Reservoir Dogs.
It was more linear for one thing.
Yeah, the guy who played Joe. If you listen to the trivia, the special effects, by the way. Hey, you guys can like do little hand motions while I do the trivia stuff. That's fun.
I know. Well, I just complimenting TC on his varying backgrounds. There. I don't know what that
Where are you
is.
now, TC? Where's that?
I'm
It's like
in a
some
nice
kind of,
little
like-
serene village all by myself away
like,
from
from
the
the
two
future.
of yous. Yeah, right. In 40,000 years. That's where it seems like I'm at. Nice serene all by myself.
Nice. Just you and the robots.
Yeah, hey, how you doing? And I'm doing. How you good? It talks like Timmy. Every single one of them. How's it going?
Timmy asshole robots.
Get my dinner. I'm going to get my dinner.
Jesus Christ! All right, Tommy, have a good one. All right, Timmy, have a good one too. All right, there, Bob. Yep, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to lighten this place up because we're just in a room like the movie.
The movie.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, the room. Oh God. Yeah.
Did you guys notice? Did you guys read all the special thanks in the credits?
Negative.
Well, so the Terry Gilliam was stuck out.
I saw that when I was watching.
Yeah.
I was like, well, how the fuck is Terry Gilliam on here?
Because they did a workshop with him. Like they did some.
Who's
they
they?
took it to was it Cannes?
Yeah,
like
who's
Terry
they?
Gilliam and so a couple of other directors. The guy who ended up, I think, being the producer maybe. But they did like a workshop and helped him out. Saw what he was doing, gave him some pointers. They took an interest in it. So that yeah.
Interesting. This is
let me see,
before this movie was made?
Yeah, before the movie. That's why he was thanked in the credits because he sort of like thanked.
So wait,
somebody.
so Tarantino went to Cannes and then saw some movies, but then also went to a workshop thing where you got to meet directors and they taught you shit?
That's what it sounds like.
That's pretty sweet. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of stuff like that. Oh, maybe not with like the best directors, but
But that must have been like in the mid 80s, like right after Brazil
oh,
got
I
made.
see what you're saying.
So
You're saying just from the time.
Gilliam like was pretty popular back in the 80s, right? Like he did the
Small
Fisher King
town,
in the
man.
90s. Like
Small
that was
town.
pretty big.
Small town.
I guess.
I gotta find. I'm gonna look up the exact trivia there so you can get the details there. But I was wondering that
Okay,
too,
while you
and
look
I
it up,
looked
while you look it up, I got some trivia myself. This movie has some special features. They're all really bad. So if you want to buy the DVD to watch the special features, don't. One of them is just a 45-minute
That's the first
long
time I
thing.
think you've ever said that, right?
No.
No, you've said that a couple times.
Yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
not for movies that could potentially have some awesome special effects. This one has nothing.
I
It was
see.
very low budget, which is pretty. All right. So first of all, this movie has a $1.5 million budget. That's pretty low.
Wow, that is
Right.
small.
But when you read and listen to some of these people talk about the budget, they had things like they couldn't afford clothing. The costumes were made by the costume designer because the costume designer liked crime films, so she made them for free. And
Right.
the car that Michael Madsen drives up is his own car because they couldn't afford to rent a car, which
And
makes no
that's
fucking
right.
sense.
Right. And the guy that did the special
Why?
effects did
Renting
it
a
for
car
free.
is not that expensive.
Wait,
The
on
budget goes into the
condition-
things that are important.
Oh, what John's about to say is good too. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the guy
Sorry,
who did
Z.
the special effects did it on the agreement with Tarantino would write a script based on something he'd produced for Dusk Till Dawn. It was like a comic, or I don't know.
No.
What was it? How did it go?
He just had a story where he's like, I have this idea for a story. If you do the makeup and special effects for this movie, I'll flush out your idea and make it into a screenplay. And that became From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
So that guy who did the makeup and special effects, he worked for free because Tarantino was going to write him a script someday, which is just
Okay.
crazy.
Nice.
I mean, they had things like, so those two things, they couldn't afford traffic cops to do the street shoots. So like the scene where Buscemi pulls a lady out of the car, they had to do that while the light was green coming from her end. They were just pretty much shooting guerrilla style in the streets, which is crazy. I mean, $1.5 million, you think you'd be able to afford that? Like, where's the money going?
What do you mean? It's not. It's all it's into everything else.
Like
Already
what?
spent. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's just
Securing
confusing.
locations, insurance. I don't fucking know.
Locations? They did it in a abandoned morgue.
Still rent shit. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't
So-
know.
so,
Sorry.
yeah,
I have
Terry
no
Gilliam,
idea, man.
did-
It doesn't
did a
seem like
lot-
much to me, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Did a lot of
That shit could go
mentoring,
like that.
and so we got to watch Brazil too. That's got to be one of our bonus episodes, right?
Yep.
Although I don't know, we'd have to go buy I don't know if you can easily get the director's cut anymore.
No, you can. It's the
Um,
one that they sell most prominently now.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
good. But anyway, so yeah, no, Gilliam mentored him, and but this is one quote. I'll find more stuff here, but this is from the playlist. There's some interviews, and Quentin Tarantino says Gilliam gave him the best advice during mentorship for Reservoir Dogs, and the advice was Tarantino said, "Look, your movies all have a very specific vision. Yeah, your movies have a vision, and that specific vision is all in your movies. How do you do that?" And Gilliam said, "You don't have to conjure up your vision. What you have to do is know what your vision is, and then you have to hire really talented people, and it's their job to create your vision."
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make it sound easy at all.
I know.
No,
It's like
it's
that
not.
sounds like the
But-
obvious answer, but
no,
I
but
would
you do
imagine
have-
too. Most of the money is like these guys are always operating in the in the red.
What,
So
what
they're probably
it
getting paid. And they're
implies-
taking
I
some
mean,
of it.
I guess the
Live.
idea there, what he's saying though, is that like you have these really talented people who help you do it. You don't have to.
Yeah, right.
You have an idea.
It's not just
you have
you.
an idea of what you want to do. You don't worry about exactly how you're going to get it done. You then
You get a
go
good
get a bunch of
DP
talented
and you-
people.
Right. And they're the
Right.
ones that fucking know exactly how to frame it
Yeah.
right and do this and that. And yeah, they're right. The grip, the fucking, make sure the light's right. Like it's all part of the process. But no one cares about them when the fucking red carpet rolls down. That's
Very true.
That's the craziest part. Like, no one's having this discussion like, how about that DP? I mean, they probably are, but you know what I'm saying? Like, in comparison to how they are with directors. That do
Yeah,
this.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the directors, I mean, they usually have the same crews, or a lot of people have the same crews movie to movie because, those people
100%.
are very good workers and they probably get a lot of, they
count
can
on
tell people they worked on these fucking huge movies, even though they're not like high in the credits, to be like, I worked on that. I was there every day on set. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is from IndieWire. This is where I read it earlier. This is an IndieWire article called 5 Things You Might Not Know About Reservoir Dogs. And in
No
this
one
it
knows where the
says-
budget went. No.
Right. So Tarantino's
In the
So
nose of
Tarantino-
everybody
Tar-
working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's see here. So it's the thing is Terry Gilliam and Monty Hellman advised Tarantino at the Sundance Institute. So it's the Sundance Institute. And Tony Scott wanted to direct the film. So this is the IndieWire article.
Tony
Let's
Scott of
see
Top
here.
Gun fame. That Tony Scott.
Yep. So at the Sundance Institute in 1991, he traveled there with actors including Steve Buscemi to perform scenes from the script in front of advisors, including Terry Gilliam and Monty Hellman. And Gilliam is, as a result, thanked in the credits, while Hellman was so impressed that he attached himself as an executive producer to the film.
Huh.
So it was there at Sundance Institute that apparently there was a lot of feedback there, and they were performing scenes from the movie, which is interesting, sort
Weird.
of as part of like a mentorship or workshop sort of thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
So lots of practice.
Yeah.
Also, so this is the same universe as Pulp Fiction. Not only is the two Vega brothers
Universe? Is that
same
what you
universe,
call it?
Yeah.
like the
Right.
it's like the Marvel universe, but this is the Tarantino universe. Is this one? So
Okay.
there's the
I
Vega
don't think
brothers.
I've ever heard it discussed that way. I
You
like
never heard
it.
the phrase Marvel universe?
No, I have,
Yeah.
but that's Marvel Universe. This
Yeah.
is like
I think it's,
normal,
I don't know.
regular universe.
What else
I
would you
don't
call
know.
it? What else would you call it?
Not a fantasy universe.
The same
really.
world.
It's Quentin's world. Quentin's
Quentin
place.
world.
Okay, that I guess maybe that's universe. I guess I don't know. It just seemed weird.
I guess
because
no one's
it's like,
flying out into space, so that's
Yeah.
maybe just the world.
That's
Yeah,
a
there
fair
you
point.
go. There we go. Maybe that's all it is.
That term is just
sounded
gotten,
strange.
yeah, it's just sort of like generally now used to like
Universe.
describe like this is like a timeline or a set of characters that like exist across multiple movies, and so you just sort of use the word universe to describe that. But yeah.
right.
So the Vega brothers are one. There's a commercial for Jackrabbit Slims on the radio in this movie, which is the vintage restaurant they go to in Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
The drink that Michael Madsen's character is drinking when he brings the cop in because he stopped at like a drive-through is Big Kahuna Burger. You can see the symbol on the
Oh.
cup. Yeah, and I think that's is that it? That might be it. But yeah, it's supposed to be the same world as Pulp Fiction, which is really weird. It's like a sequel. Pulp Fiction is a sequel to this movie, in a way.
I think Quentin probably just, as he was writing his next film, just drew all these parallels.
Yeah.
Not that he was thinking that far ahead.
So during the screening of this movie, Wes Craven, you guys know Wes Craven,
Mm-hmm.
is the guy who did Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hellraiser.
No, Nightmare on Elm Street.
No,
That was Clive
no,
Barker. I think.
Clive Barker. Right. Sorry. Confusing.
Hellraiser was a creepy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did. I think he did Nightmare on Elm Street, but he's like a horror dude. Wes Craven also did Scream. He's like a
Oh,
Right,
really?
right,
Oh,
right,
right.
Dude.
Right. Scream. Jesus.
He walked out of this movie,
90s.
and so did Rick Baker. Rick Baker is like a super famous horror makeup guy. He's like probably the most
Walked out?
famous. Walked out of the screening of this movie, and Wes
Damn.
Craven did it because he was upset at how this movie he thought glorified violence. What he thinks he does in his movies is to make violence scary and look bad. But what he thought this movie did was to glorify it and make it look cool. so he hated it.
Which is what John said they
Right.
didn't do in the beginning.
Yeah,
Right,
I don't think they really do
maybe I'm
either.
like, I mean, maybe it's just in relatively speaking, where I think a lot of other films that we watch.
Well, I mean, we just watched The
Scorsese-
Clockwork Orange, which kind of glorifies violence a little
Well,
bit.
yeah, but I think a lot of these other like heist movies do glorify the violence. I don't think these characters were portrayed in very they weren't portrayed in much positive light at all. They were all like trash.
They're all assholes.
yeah. So I don't think.
It's
I don't think
because
there was
we're
any-
older, John. If you were younger, I remember
Yeah.
thinking these characters were cool as hell.
Oh,
And they
really?
do make
Yeah.
it seem
Maybe.
like that's the
Uh,
badass attitude you need to have to get ahead in
maybe
life.
maybe
Like,
so.
I
Maybe
get
maybe
it.
that's the case. I don't know, but yeah. Ugh.
You don't remember
It doesn't
thinking
work
these?
on us.
I
but
thought these characters were
good.
cool as shit when I was younger.
Oh,
Mostly
really?
because of the way they talked and their confidence and the way they
Well,
dressed.
we were young too. Like they're adult. They're like fucking hotshot adults. Like my dad's a fucking asshole. This guy
Yeah, I
seems
guess
cool.
I can also
you know?
see
right?
like, but just because of their like geek talk made them seem a lot cooler.
Yep.
Like all
You
of
can
that
relate to
sort of
them as a
like-
nerdy, little
right,
kid.
right. So maybe I can sort of see that, but watching it now, you're right. It might be a contrast there, but watching it now, I don't get any sort
no
of
one
like
thought Buscemi
glorification.
was cool. I'm sure they were just like, I don't know what that guy's all about. It's just-
I don't know.
That scene where he's on the ground after getting kicked and he's got his gun
Yeah.
pointed up at Harvey Keitel.
Oh,
that
it's
was pretty
so
badass.
stupid. That's
oh,
so
dude, that was
stupid,
That was
though.
cool. I like
It
that
was
scene.
so dumb. It was so dumb. Like, they're fucking idiots. They're pointing guns at each other like this. Come on, what's
Yeah.
the matter with you? On the ground. On the ground.
It was
Jesus
great.
Christ. I
Harvey
thought they were going
Keitel
to shoot each
kicking
other, though.
Buscemi is one of the best parts of this movie.
Yeah. That was funny.
laughing
An old
so
man
hard.
kicking another old man is
Yeah.
what it looked like.
But Rick Baker, the makeup guy, he left because he thought it was too good. It was like upsetting him. So it was more of a
Oh.
compliment. So they left
Yeah.
for different reasons. But this
Oh, it
movie,
was too good? Like, he was like, I can't fucking watch. This is making me feel like shit.
not that he does a bad job himself, but it was just like
No, I know,
his
but like, I
movies
didn't
don't
come up
ever
with
get
this.
there.
Yeah, like, I didn't come up with this. This is a great fucking movie. I gotta get out of
He
here.
was like,
Yeah.
this is too
I need to
realistic.
go fucking get a whiskey. I need a fucking whiskey now. I don't
And
like,
start working harder is what I need to do.
right, I
Oh,
need to go
man.
back to the drawing board. Yeah, wow. I mean, I like that.
Yeah. And I mean, this movie is still, violence is still pretty, him dumping the gasoline on the cop and the guy like begging for his life is still pretty upsetting.
It's still affecting. Yeah.
Yeah. But so the blood they used was pretty expensive because most fake blood, it attracts flies because it has sugar in it. It's like some form
Oh.
of corn syrup. But
That
there's this
checks- that makes
expensive
sense.
version of it that actually looks even better, but it's expensive. So maybe here's where the budget went.
Right.
That
Oh.
doesn't have sugar in it because Tim Roth's character, this movie was a 35-day shoot. So, John, when you said this is a quick shoot, I don't think that's true. 35 days is not that quick.
No, you're right.
Um,
Well, it varies, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but for like
think
a
it's
low
pretty
budget
long
movie,
shoot.
35
for a
days
low
is pretty
budget movie,
long.
no, you're right.
You got Donnie Darko, which goes to a lot of places, and that was like 28 days.
Yeah, I mean, it
shoot.
sounds like
I
they're
know.
paying the crew then a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And
Or
the
it could have been this
actors.
blood. It could have been this blood. It was shipped
I
into
don't think
Europe.
it's the blood.
We need to see kind of
I
an
don't think it's
itemized
the
list,
blood.
like a kind of receipt.
I have a hard time believing it's the blood.
So
but-
listen to this, TC. So the blood was very expensive. It didn't have any sugar in it, which must have been very expensive. I don't know why. But like it would dry out really quickly, and they would have to peel Tim Roth off the fucking thing every once in a while and replace the
Wow.
blood. And they had a person on set, a paramedic, that would
Yeah.
consult them on how, depending on which scene they were shooting on which day, how much blood there would be. So the blood would be linear and it would be realistic to the amount of blood that someone would actually lose with a
There you go.
gunshot to the stomach.
the blood did bring in the guy that gives you the idea of how much blood is supposed to be there. That's expensive.
Yeah, that guy
It's
probably
not really the
got paid.
blood, but it's secondary to the blood. That guy's not cheap.
Between the blood guy and the blood bags, this movie
We
is
got the
fucking
blood guy and the
expensive.
blood bags. It's fucking all where all the goddamn budget went. I don't know what to tell you.
Michael, can
studio
you bring
exec.
your own car and you got to pay this
Yeah.
blood guy for another
Hey,
day?
hey, who's got a car? We're out of money. There's no more. The blood's almost gone. We're almost dried up. We got to peel them off. Come on, hurry up. Get in the car. Yeah, I
figured it
mean,
out.
I don't know, Denny. I don't think it's the
figured it
blood,
out,
but you never
dude.
know. You never
It's
know.
the blood, dude.
You never
I'm
know.
cons-
It's
I'm
the
totally
blood.
convinced about this
It's
point.
the fucking blood. If you ever get to meet him, you'll have to ask. Hey, by the way, I got one question for you, bud, and just one. I swear. It's was the blood the whole budget? The blood was the budget,
it was
right?
a budget. Yeah.
You guys want to hear a full
That's all
circle?
blood.
Full circle in our
Yeah.
conversation here.
Yeah.
The
What do you
Edward Bunker actor who plays Mr. Blue, the older criminal here,
Uh-huh.
that guy is a career criminal.
Of course he is. Look at him.
Yeah, he is
Oh,
the guy that.
Is it Ocean's 11 or Ocean's 12?
Was he like the youngest person to go to San Quentin? or
Yeah,
something
you
like
read that?
Or something.
No
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
John,
Really?
John Voight's
The
character
youngest?
in the movie Heat was based on that guy's actual life.
Wow, and now he's in the fucking limelight with
Yeah.
the studs.
And he actually came out and criticized the movie, saying like, "This is the stupidest thing. This would never happen this way. They'd never
Right.
have breakfast together. Like, there's no way any of this would
Yeah,
happen."
you'd
this
be
way.
separate as fuck. You don't know their names because you
Yeah.
don't ask those things. You don't even have to because you're not in the room with them for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah, but the guy used to do robberies and shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's a good tidbit. Little tidbit.
If you want to believe stories of this movie, it's very confusing. It's a 35-day shoot. Lawrence Tierney, who played Joe, the older boss guy, they said they fired him 3 days into the shoot.
Why?
He couldn't remember his lines. He was an asshole. He was very hard to work with. But he's in the movie a lot. He was in the
That's
beginning.
funny.
He was in
Yeah.
multiple scenes in multiple locations that they filmed.
Was he
all
that
of his
older
shit.
guy that never says a word and he's just kind of weird in
No,
there?
he's the
Oh.
guy who looks like the Rock from the Fantastic Four or whatever.
The older guy.
No, he's the dad. No, he's the
He's the
main
dad
guy.
of Chris Penn, of Nice Guy Eddie, Joe.
They
nice.
fired
Yeah,
him 3 days in the shoot, but
Joe.
still used
That's what
him?
the stories say, but it's very confusing because they don't really
Wait.
back it up.
So he was
Yeah.
only in the. Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
necessarily
so lost
believe that.
right
Right?
now. I'm so lost right now.
Okay, so
Right.
Joe, the old bald guy,
Yeah,
who's
the old
boss
guy,
of
the guy,
everyone,
the ringleader there, the
Yeah, the
one in
ringleader.
charge. Yeah.
the actor
Right.
got fired
Papa.
3 days into shoot.
How could that be with all the shit they had of him?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I
I
heard.
gotta
True.
go get my computer's about to die of power. If
John, you
I,
did not come prepared.
I did not. But I can go and get my power
Not
cord here real
prepared
quick.
to
Okay, go
So I don't
prepare,
know- I don't know
huh?
how much more you got. You
I don't
got
have that
more?
much more.
Hey, I got 3%.
That's
Go
not
get the
enough. Go
power
get your
cord.
power cord, dude.
Okay, fine.
3%. What? Jesus Christ, man.
Holy
Just
fuck.
living on the edge over here.
That's right.
Just living. You just, what are you going to do? Sometimes you forget your charger.
So we got, that was all my trivia. We waited for
Oh,
nothing.
good. How about
We
that?
waited for nothing.
There's
Oh.
nothing left, Johnny boy.
So, John, would you put this in the top 250?
That's a tough call.
TC, would you put this in the top 250?
I think so, yeah.
I would
Yeah.
too. John, you got it, man. You
Well,
got
then
it.
I got. Then I,
You
then I
have
can
to.
go. I can be pressured to
That's
go.
why.
Thank you.
That's why I skipped it. Because I mean, dude, you
Thank
got
you.
it. You can't say no to this
Yeah,
movie.
I know.
Right.
It started Tarantino, and it
And
started
I
this
know,
kind
I
of
did.
movie.
It did, and it just was. It was sad to be a little disappointed coming back to it after this much time. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I agree. Because like I said, my first thought was, I don't really want to watch this one again. Yeah. So it's cool when you're 16.
Yeah. And when you're old,
Hey,
it's still pretty cool.
your
Actually.
arse hurts from sitting down too quickly. It's not so good anymore.
Yeah.
Too quickly. So next week
Danger
we were
taking a
going.
shit.
Well, the next movie on the list is M,
Oh,
which is
Okay.
which
What's
is
that?
the movie that,
Is
if
that-
I were a betting man,
50s, 60s?
the 30s,
Oh.
Ooh.
1931.
Oh.
If I were to bet on an old movie pre-50s that TC would like, it would be this movie.
This one?
Okay. All right.
I
That's
walked right into
interesting.
that one. I walked right into that one, didn't I, John? It was like he fucking.
This is the same guy
chewed
who
that up.
directed Metropolis. Fritz Lang, the German director, who was like, earth-shattering. This movie, we can talk about it not next week, 2 weeks from now. But
Is it silent too?
Oh, God.
it-
Tell me it's
is
still.
it silent? I don't.
Is it silent, John?
Is it
Don't
silent?
tell
I
me.
don't, think
I
so.
don't
I
know.
don't think it is
Please
silent.
don't tell me it's
1931.
silent.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Danny, you got to get on
Okay.
this video chat. I love watching John fucking, think over there. It's great.
I'm pretty sure it's not silent. I'm actually positive
Okay.
it's not silent because
All right.
I don't remember.
I
it
was
being
just
silent.
wondering if it's like a silent one, and then there's another like '80s revival of it that I'll miss because I still kick myself for not
Does
watching
Adam
that
and the
with
Ant have the
Metropolis.
song in the background
Right.
of this one?
No kidding, right?
yeah.
Hey, anyway,
We're not going to watch that one next week, though.
Okay.
No.
Whoa.
Because
watch it.
we're doing,
Confusing everybody.
we're doing, I don't know,
What are
we
we
haven't
doing?
come up with a good name for it, but it's the bonus episode every other week. So we have options here. The two movies that I brought up and the one movie that I brought up was the only one that I could think of right before we started recording that we had talked about previously was the three billboards
Oh, yep.
outside of Ebbing,
3
Missouri.
billboards. We're going to do that one sooner or later.
Yeah.
What about
And then-
Hotel Mumbai? Did anybody watch that one?
No, it's that
No.
one.
Oh, that was a good one. Gotta see if that's actually the name.
And then we mentioned Moana during the episode, which I'd also be
Yeah.
down to watch, even though it's
Oh,
not on
one
the
would be
list.
great to watch. I'd be
There is
happy
one
to
that
do
did pretty well though in some of the the indie film world. What was Hotel?
Got a
Interesting.
pretty good
Hotel.
rating. Came out in 2018.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater with the director and
And
the
production looks
main-
great.
It's good, dude. It's good.
Bleecker Street,
It's
that's
high
a good
intent.
production company.
High intensity. Yeah, for sure. That's who. Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds scary. Sounds like Hotel Rwanda.
That
It's
sounds
good,
scary,
dude.
yeah.
It's good. It's good,
Yeah.
but it is kind of like that, but it's a little bit different. A little bit different. It's intense.
You know, they probably thought, they're like, all right, it's a terrorist attack on a hotel. It's going to be compared to Hotel
the guy
Rwanda.
the guy that like directed it and created it he seemed like a really nice guy. I met him outside, like I was just walking past them. They would happen to be outside after, and asked him a couple questions about like compliance or something nerdy, and he was totally like just sitting there. And my mother was there too. She was just hanging, and he was just kind of chit chatting. And the main actor was there too. He didn't give a fuck, from Brotherhood, and like they're just out there smoking a cigarette after like the screening at like a mall like movie theater. And they had this one. It was right before it came out, and it was before it was like bought and everything. And it was good. I'm telling you, it was good.
Is this a Hollywood movie or is this an Indian movie?
No, it's a movie from people in Hollywood about something in.
So it is a Hollywood movie. I would not be opposed to watching this either.
Yeah, it's a good one, and it's the only thing I've actually offered up so far. So
Yeah.
Well, that's true. So we got to give that some precedence.
some merit.
Can we stream it for free?
It might
I don't
be
know.
on
You might be.
Prime.
I think you actually might be able to. Yes, because that is a huge thing for these movies. If you can.
Well,
get
let's
it
do.
free.
I kind of want something lighthearted.
No, we're
first.
going heavy.
No,
Moana?
Let's do Moana.
I would
We can
prefer
do
Moana.
and then we'll
and then we'll hit with this one.
juxtapose
This
it.
one will definitely, yeah.
We're doing
Okay.
Moana?
We'll do a Moana.
Let's do Moana.
Moana.
So M is not
how you
light.
spell that?
So when are we gonna get a light enough
Oh,
movie?
okay.
We're getting towards
Right.
we're in the
Oh,
top 100
wow.
guys.
Okay,
It's probably
I know
all
this
heavy
one.
and shit.
I know this one. I haven't
there's
seen it,
Star
though.
Wars. What do we do? What's your Star Wars
Are
plan?
you ready
by
for
the
the
way?
plan, John? Is that
Oh,
fancy?
actually, let's talk the Star Wars plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I think we
TC.
should just drop it, and we'll have like a Star Wars month.
No, exactly.
2
That's,
months.
That's what it is, dude. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
All right, like
Yeah.
a Shark Week.
Because we have to watch them in order.
5
because
weeks
TC
of
has never
fucking
seen them.
Right. I
Right,
gotta
So
watch
we
them in
can't
order.
go to the Return of the Jedi first. We
All
can't
right,
do
let's
that.
do it. Let's do a summer
right,
fucking
right.
Star Wars. You know what? I'm turning this the next month, my birthday, changing over. Let's fucking do a Star Wars month. I'm on board. How about that, people? You
It's
never
gonna be
thought.
Okay.
at least in a year, though. TC.
You've heard it first.
And
You've heard
probably
it
a
first.
year and a half.
Why?
Oh wait, well,
Because
why do
the
we
other
have to
two
wait?
Star
Why do
Wars
we
are
have to
so
wait?
high up.
Well,
Why do we have to wait though? We don't have to wait.
I was thinking
should-
that we pushed the ones that are. So, John, my idea was, let me just say it,
Yeah.
and we can talk
All right,
about it.
say it.
My idea was there are 2 trilogies on here that have all 3 movies on the list. They're
Right.
The Lord of the Rings and Star Wars,
Right,
because they're the best
and we
fucking
wait
trilogies.
till we get up there.
Yeah, we wait till we get to the
Yeah.
number 1, and we push
I
all the
argue
lower ones back.
That there
to the
isn't a
top.
listener on here that listens in order. So why do we have to go in order?
Well,
Because
that's
TC,
a
you
good
need to
point.
watch them in order.
Well,
But no, I'm saying, why do we have
but-
to go in the order of the list? Let's just fucking do the month. It'll be, dude.
Because
The
when you get to
game's
the
out-
top, you want
Right.
Star Wars towards the
Think
top.
about
If
this
we put
though.
Star Wars
the game
now,
is out
that'll-
right now. People are playing. People are thinking about it. It's already
Yeah.
people are already on board with Star Wars shit right now. They're not going to be
That's
on
true.
board with it. Maybe then.
Yeah,
Why don't
they
we
will.
just
Might
do
not.
it now? It's a summer fucking thing. It's my birthday. Let's do the fucking Star Wars month. It's not that hard.
Well, it might be. It also could be a
Come on,
pretty
those are good
boost for
points.
us
Those
to
are
do
good
that.
points.
To do those 3 in sequence.
Those are good points, but you can counter. I understand. This is
Then
your.
we'll do a Star Wars month, and we'll start with
Yeah.
A New Hope,
Yep.
do Empire Strikes Back, do Return of the Jedi, and I almost think that that's not necessarily a bad pattern for us to hit. Once we hit one of the trilogies or one of the sequences, whether when we get to Lord of the Rings, wherever that one is, we do them. We do all of them.
No, I think
right.
that's
We do all
actually,
3.
I kind
That's
of like
not a
that
bad
because
idea.
that
That's a
spreads
better
out.
idea.
You don't want the trilogy
good
ones to
idea.
come all at the same
Right,
time,
they would
which
be
is
like
what they would
boom,
be.
boom, boom. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
No, that's
Right.
good.
So
I like
this
that.
makes it a
That's
little
a
better.
good
It
idea.
spreads it out more, and I think it
So
would
we
be,
start that idea with this Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I like it.
Well, it's one of. I think it's only 2.
I'm still recording, by the way. Did we
So am
fucking
I.
wrap
me
that
too.
up?
There's
Okay.
Lord of the Rings. There's Godfather.
No,
and
we haven't ended the
there's-
episode yet, TC.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Keep
just
it
doing
going.
this on the.
But I still have
yeah.
to like close it out. So keep
Okay,
recording.
Yeah, we haven't heard from
But-
Timmy
but-
either.
But
We
you know,
have. We have.
I think
Oh,
we've heard
we
from
get
Timmy a
it.
couple
Tommy
times. He's
early-
easy there. Tommy,
Yeah.
Johnny Jr. They're all around. Don't worry. They're flying in.
Okay.
They're flying in. We're good. I love these ideas. I think that's what I think it's involved. I don't think that we need to be in order, but I do think that we can keep the integrity of the list later on down the line.
If we want. Yeah.
And that would be part of the story, right? Like this is where these were on the list, but we had to watch them all together.
Right,
Boom,
right,
boom, boom,
right.
boom, boom. Marketing, PR campaign. Doom, doom, doom.
Well, and
Telling
we've got to watch you've got to watch them in order, TC, right?
Yeah.
For sure, right? All right. Let's
Either
get out
way.
of here. It's almost 10 o'clock.
I mean,
gotta work
Star
tomorrow.
Wars, and I'm agreeing to it. Fuck me.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
see
right.
how this all turns out. All right.
So we're doing Moana next week. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's Moana. I remember
doing
this one.
Moana.
I saw this a lot of marketing for it when it came out, and I never watched it because I don't choose to watch it. You guys say this is really good, huh?
It's real good.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Hey,
All right, I
you
guess I'll
like
watch
good
it.
animated movies, right, dude?
I do,
This is a
I do,
good
I do.
animated movie.
Okay.
Real
Well,
good.
then now I'm actually looking forward to it. We were gonna go down for the listeners, just so you don't, just so you know, we were gonna go down a road of just like dark.
I know.
Naturally, of course. And we decided to watch Moana instead, and I think it's probably for the best because
I
this
think so,
does
too.
look. It's just such a nice, lighthearted thing. So, all right.
Yeah. So, Timmy, take us out. Go for it, dude. I'm back microphone.
Go ahead, fucking, who are you guys who are listening to some podcasts, right? Mr. 250 Filmcast, rate, subscribe. Go Spotify, iTunes, I don't know, fucking Pandora. Who knows?
Tell
No
your
one knows.
friends.
Tell your friends.
Pandora.
Fucking, there's something about a Grey Duck Theater. They're in a nice place. You should maybe go see a theater movie if they ever come back online, for the COVID, I talked to Larry, maybe. He's dealing with it, we'll figure something out, that's all I got, folks. So, taking this out at Mr. 250 Filmcast. Go fuck yourself.
Thanks.
All right, cool. Talk to you guys later.
All right, take care, guys.
Later.
Bye.